Well, that was a rough, a rough transition. Sorry, team. Hello. Welcome. Oh, Kurio CC. Hi. Thank you for the follow and the raid. Oh my god. What is up? We have just started. Hello. Hello. Hi. We're getting it started with a tarot stream today. If everyone and your lovely viewers want to come in and do some readings, get some stuff read, get your brain looked at and dissociated. Welcome. Thank you for the raid. Oh, you were doing tarot as well. How were the readings today? Were they good? Get that little shout out. Hello everyone. Welcome. If peeps want to jump into the queue, it's just to join. Exclamation join, you know the usual. We are doing some free readings as per. And yeah, they were exhausting, really. Was it a lot of heavy stuff or just a lot of readings? That should be fun. That would have been fun. Skeleton Shoni. I was almost called the Skeleton Tony. Sorry. Welcome. Thank you for joining the queue. Cool. So we have a couple rules here, guys. When it comes to the tarot readings, there are a couple things that I would like from you. We have 3 choices of decks here. You can look at the decks with the exclamation decks command, but I can show you some of them now. So this is the Housewives deck, one of my favorite. I mean, they're all my favorites. They're my only 3 decks. So this is the Housewives deck. It's got some beautiful, you know, what's the word? Nuclear family, 80s America vibe. You've got the Sun and Moon deck, or what I like to call the Kingdom Hearts deck, because just look at these characters. They look like they're straight out of Kingdom Hearts. Like, it's great, very airy, very mystical, beautiful art once again. And then we always got that the usual, your standard, never fails, Rider-Waite. Those are the 3 decks to choose from today. Yeah, the retro deck, the Housewife decks is my favorite. It's very, like, to me, like, I'm most in tuned with this one. I'm still trying to work on my energies, and I'm still trying to find someone to teach me how to work on my energies. But when I do readings for people and they say choose a deck that that you feel very strongly, but this was the one, always gives good readings. Not good, but like, the readings that you need to hear. So yeah, we can actually get started. So for people who want to, and I'm still like unsure about most of it, so there's a lot to learn. Alright, so anyone that joins the queue, anyone that wants a reading, that's me but with my Rider-Waite. I assume that would be it, yeah. If you stuck with that one for that long, I have a feeling it would. I've always just had problems with the Rider-Waite. There's a lot of like definitions that I'm unsure of, and some of the times the messages that come out, I just don't know how to read sometimes. But when I get into it and when I practice, it gets back to me. And I haven't done tarot in a while, so I apologize. I'm a bit rusty to begin with, but we'll get there. We'll get the rhythm flowing. I had to stop for a little bit because I did some readings for some moms, and then my time and my schedule got real busy. But we all good now. We feeling good. Just want to get that practice in and just see if I can help some people with some tarot readings. That one's up there. Cool. So yeah, anyone that needs a reading, couple things that I need from you. So for Skeleton Shoni, I need you to tell me which deck you want and which spread you want. So we do 2 types of spreads here. We do a past, present, and future, the usual 3-card spread, or I do a 5-card spread, which is past, present, and future, including what you're thinking about or what's in your consciousness, and what you are ignoring or what's on your subconscious. So those are the 2 readings that are possible there. Obviously the 5-card reading is going to be a bit longer than usual, but whatever people want. Even if you want on 1 card, just let me know. For now, let's just see what the cards have to say for the general people here. So anyone who's here doesn't want a reading specifically and wants to get like a general message out of a reading, let's do a quick one right here. Let's do 3 cards, and then we'll jump into your reading, Skeleton. Oh, lol. Welcome to the rest zone. Whoever this is for, I like this. If this is for you, welcome again, everyone, to the stream. Hope everyone's feeling good today. Oh, my monkey fell down. The mic monkey. Cool. So for anyone who's just watching and just reading and feeling it, there's that King of Pentacles sitting there in your past. You put all the work in, and now it's time to rest and put your feet up and enjoy yourself, all of the investment into yourself, whether it be physically or financially or even just mentally. If you're trying to hype yourself up, that's been there and that's been done in the past, and now you're able to just sit in this like dreamlike state almost. I like the Moon card because the Moon card is kind of nostalgic. The Moon card is kind of like remembering the good times. Usually there's a negative connotation to it, but with the cards that are around here, it's kind of like reminding you, hey, what are the reasons for your goals? What are the reasons for why you moved here or put yourself into this spot? Remember that, like, essentially just go back in time and just reevaluate if you're still trying to follow your goals and go through with it, or if the work that you've done has been enough, or if the work that you've done has been something that you can be proud of. And in this dreamlike state, because you're probably like done, you've probably completed something that's been a huge goal or a huge plan for you. And that hermit that sits there in the future, it's just a reminder that go back into yourself, find out what's inside of you that means a lot. Sometimes it takes a good walk by yourself in the park or even just around your neighborhood to kind of understand how you've been seeing a couple things throughout the day, right? Like a clearing walk by yourself or a clearing moment to just be sitting with yourself is a nice time to figure out what your thoughts are actually occurring. Moon appeared a lot tonight. Maybe this is for you then, Curio, or Cece. Sorry, if you if you wanted a reading, maybe this is one that's just telling you to maybe there's time. Maybe it's time to rest. Maybe it's time to just remember where you started and kind of reestablish where you're gonna go in the future. Because there was success here, so you've experienced all that success already, or at least some sort of completion that let you put something to rest and or allowed you to rest. Well, for my viewers, still, it could still be just death energy coming through with it. So that's pretty much it. It's pretty good start, not bad. I kind of want to just get into it now. So let's go. Skeleton Shoni, let me know, which deck would you like, what cards would you like, and how many cards. Sorry, just the two things. Which deck and how many cards. Okay, third deck and 5 cards, please. The third deck being the red, blue, or black? Sorry, 1, 2... We're doing 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3. Red, cool. Did you have a theme in mind? Just letting everyone know as well. We don't do readings for. Thank you, Joshi. We don't do readings for figuring out what people are thinking or how people perceive you. We're gonna work from yourself and yourself only, because I do kind of believe that if we can actually, access the thoughts of someone else or access their feelings, it's kind of like invading their privacy, and we kind of want to leave that to themselves. So we'll try to work with what you're thinking and how it's going on in your head. 5 cards general. Cool, let's do that. Oop. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool, so you got 4. And I don't pick cards out because I don't want my own bias to come through and pick a card for you. I want the energies to just let it come out like that one. We don't read reverses for this deck because the Housewives essentially doesn't like to talk about reversals, or the definitions don't have reversals. So we respect, or at least I want to try and respect the booklet itself. Cool. All right. Skeleton, when you're ready, let me know and we'll get started with your reading. Just we're ready, let's go. Yes, I'm ready, let's go. Let's do this. Cool, so the 8 of Swords sits... 3 majors, that's nice. Good, clear, just straightforward energy pretty much from all of these. 8 of Swords is kind of like removing yourself from your own restrictions, right? You tied yourself up and it kind of looks like you feel confined, but the confinement is only from what you're doing to yourself. A lot of this kind of comes from the idea of holding yourself back because you're actually afraid of what may happen. There's a lot of people in the world who put these hurdles in front of them just to let them fall in front of it so they can say, oh, I couldn't achieve that goal anyway. But that kind of thinking is negative in the way that it's just really removing all of your potential and what can happen, right? Because failure is just a part of life. Failure is a thing that's there, so you kind of set yourself up for failure just to prove yourself that it wasn't going to happen anyway. But there is a chance that things can happen, right? This is why, with the 8 of Swords, it's a good call to see if you can remove any self-restrictions that you've been putting on yourself because you're scared of some things to happen, and or realizing the restrictions that you have been putting onto yourself. It's quite a lot to think about and to sort out, because I know everyone else has this type of restriction that gets placed. Everyone has this kind of thought that failing because you're trying hard, like, it's a very scary thing to hear, because you don't want to give it your all and then fail, because then you'll think that, oh, my all is completely useless. But that's not the mindset that this reading wants you to go for. This mindset wants you, like, to rebalance yourself and say, I put in my all and it failed. It's just what happens. I can be proud that I put my all in. Especially when it's something that you're trying to figure out and you're trying to be intuitive about. So we'll skip the lovers for now in the present, because I'm not sure if it's going to be quite a love interest as in romantic, or if it's trying to find, like, that love into yourself to remind yourself that you are still, you know, good, you are still worth it, you are still, like, what's the word, you know, like, you need to put that love into yourself in terms of understanding your own potential, and that it is there, and that just because you fail doesn't mean that your potential is bad, or it doesn't mean that you're bad. It's just you failed in the moment, and that was just in the moment. So we'll jump into the Temperance in the future. I don't even see this as a future card. It's kind of a reminder of where you should aim to be. So I'm not going to say this is going to happen, but this could be a goal that you can reach in the future with the Temperance, and that's balance, right? Balance of joy, balance of anger, justice, and sorrow. These are all things that happen to us, and you can't overindulge in one or the other, because if you're going to go with the, what's the word? If you're going to go with, like, the metaphor of the card, right? You want a balanced flavor. You want, like, if you're going to make a cake or something, if you're making food, you want it to be all balanced and not overwhelming, because that overwhelming nature could be bad, you know? Like, something overly salty, can't eat it too much. Things can be sickly sweet, you know? You don't want that pure sourness. You want to balance everything out so it all mends well and works together. I think it's a call for you here to just figure out ways in your life that you can start to balance yourself out. Ricochet, or Ricochet. Interesting, retro themed deck. Yeah, I know. It's a good little one that I found online. It's called the Housewives Tarot. But yeah, for you, Skeleton, like, is that reminder there, I think it's something that you've been thinking about already, because the High Priestess is here sitting in your consciousness. So this is past, present, future, your consciousness and your subconsciousness. So what you're thinking about and what you're not thinking about. I think you're thinking here that, yes, you have to start listening to your gut a bit more. You have to start figuring out, hey, if this feels right for me, I should go for it. I need to start listening to what I actually think about the situation, because the past couple of times it's come up. Just call me Rika, less of a mouthful. Okay, I'll call you Rika. Welcome to the stream. But yeah. I kind of want to say this is a love interest in terms of finding someone that is going to care for you, but I'm not going to say romance. This could be someone new in your life, because I say new because it's the Ace of Pentacles, right? This part being here in the ignoring section, or like your subconscious, is you're forgetting that it's a new person. This is a new, stable individual that you can probably gain a lot from by befriending them or hanging out around them, you know? There's probably a lot to learn and a lot that you can gain from, but also a lot that you can give. So it's the start of something really good. Pentacles again, money, stability, someone who's very stable, someone who's very, like, able. I do have interest in someone. Yeah, but I'm not going to say love yet. Like, maybe this is your vibe that you are, maybe could be interested in love with them, or this could be there. But I'm gonna take a step back and say, gotta learn that first. See if you do love them first. See if that they are someone to love, or someone that you're supposed to spend your romantic life with. And that's this one. This is reminding you, this could be the start of something stable. This could be the start of something good. So just listen to that and make sure that you remember that this is the start and not the finish. There's more time to happen. There's more time to occur in this relationship. But yeah, you need to find the balance of it first. So maybe this relationship brings you some sort of balance, but this relationship can't be the only thing in your life. Remember, you know, get that flavors right. Gotta get all those flavors right to make sure it's fine. So balance it. Find that way. Follow your intuition. Stop doubting yourself. You are someone to be loved. So maybe if this is the relationship that you're looking for, this is someone that can and will love you. You just have to believe that you are someone who can be loved. And that's hard. It's a hard thing to do. It's a hard thing to think that you are someone to be loved. But again, it's that fact that everyone will be loved, everyone can be loved. It's just you have to believe it as well. And it's hard. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Your gut instinct has been something that's very loud. So just, this is something that you should follow, because I think that will lead you to this. And if this means the start of this, then you're definitely fine. So just take your time with it And do not put up, I swear to God, if you put up any goddamn hurdles for yourself to fall over and fail for this, it's not what the reading's telling you to do. It's full steam ahead. Take your time with it, yes. But also don't put any blockades. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, that was very aggressive. But that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for letting me do your reading. But yeah. Oh, that felt real good. First reading in a long time. Thank you for the reading. No, thank you for letting me do your reading. So if anyone else in the chat is keen for a reading, the queue is pretty much empty. If you were done. But yes, thank you to Skeleton Shoni. That was very fun. It was nice to listen to. Thank you. Well, if you want a reading too, Rika, it's just exclamation join. Oh my god. Yeah, how is everyone doing today? I got off work like 51 minutes ago. An hour ago. I got off work an hour ago. I'm still working from home, even though in here in New Zealand, like, we can kind of go back to the office, but I'll wait until it's a better level. Sort myself out for that. Yeah, this one's real good, isn't it? It's called the Sun and Moon Tarot. I'll show you the art for that. It's very airy, very wispy, kind of very Kingdom Hearts. I'm not gonna say kinda, I'm gonna say it is. So it's good. It's good. I do love it a lot. I do live in New Zealand, yes. Where is it? Where's the Fool? Here it is. That's Sora. You can't tell me that that's not Sora. Look at that. That's Sora. That can't not be Sora. It's too much. It's too much. You're in the same time zone as Australia then, or are you guys ahead? So we're ahead of Australia by 2-ish hours. Also, good roll, Joshy, with that 15. Hell yeah. Wait, is this my first tarot reading with my tattoo or nah? Did I do one with my tattoo before? Or was it gross looking? I think it was gross looking before, because I was still had like the healing cream and whatnot. But yeah, if anyone's down, this is like essentially the best time because it's free times for people. Not the best time to get well, it is the best time to get readings. It's free. Just like the practice, you know. But it's been good. I missed that. I miss doing this. I haven't been able to in a couple weeks. Thank you, Joshy. Wow, there's a ton of people on today. Couple reruns, but a bunch of live people. Hell yeah. And go tarot. When I first started doing this, like the tarot streams, there weren't many. I'm now seeing so many people like do it. It's so cool to see. Oh. There are a bunch of reruns though. I went first deck a few months ago. Well, I'm still very new to it, still learning. Well, if you have any questions, I'm down to discuss it with you. I've been doing readings for myself for about 2-3 years now, and I've been doing readings for people for about 2. On stream, I've only been doing readings for people for maybe like 4 or 5 months. That's good, it's good. I like to use it as a means of like, you know, like a psychological tool. You should totally buy the Friends one. Should I buy the Friends deck? It feels like a lot. And I don't even have my Persona deck yet. Because I really want to get the Persona 5 deck so I can just go for it. Or the Tarot del Toro. I want that one so bad. That'll be a really fun deck to have. Yeah, like Guillermo del Toro, but then tarot. Like, love that. would be so cool to have, but again, they're all expensive. Even the Friends one is kind of expensive. It's like $40. And I'm trying to save money. Trying to get up that savings to be real good, but it's like just a lot. I guess I can go for reading. It helps with my own learning. Alright, Rika, let's do it. Did you want, which deck did you want? The black one. Okay, we could do that. Let us do the sun and moon. Did you want a general reading? Or did you have a question in mind? Oh, and how many cards do you want? 3 or 5? So 3 is just past, present, and future, and 5 is past, present, future, your consciousness and your subconsciousness. I hate saying the next part. Just your conscious and your subconscious thoughts. Let's do a 5 spread. Okay, let's. So yeah, what I do with tarot, I was very unsure about the energies before this, but I'm kind of like buying into the energies now, and that the cards do have a message to say every time. But I understand that some people are like, you know, very iffy about the tarot, very iffy about, you know, the mystic powers and energies that flow through it. So it's good to remind people that you can also use it as a psychological tool, something to anchor your mind to if you're feeling very anxious, because I repeat this a lot on the stream, but I used to use tarot to stop myself from being anxious throughout the entire day. So if I just woke up feeling real bad and like feeling really, okay. So yeah, I use it as a means to just calm myself down and make sure that I feel okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, and sometimes it vibes and sometimes it doesn't, you know. You just gotta take it or leave it, or take the messages that makes sense for you, you know. It ain't gonna hit 100% of the time, but recently for me it's been hitting a lot. It had really good rate. This one's kind of insane though. 3 majors so far. And a king. So strong energies. Very strong energies, Rika. Oh my gosh. Yeah, past, present, future, all majors. And we had the Hermit and the Temperance show up today in 2 different readings. In the end, it's just something that helps us think of a situation at a different angle. That's exactly it. That's exactly how I use tarot. Perspective, baby. Unless I'm doing it at drunk parties and people just fully believe it will happen. I do love doing it at parties. It's very fun. You'll see that my mind is too fast for your eyes. Okay, last card's coming out a bit. Taking a second. It does. And the 4 of Cups. Oh. Have those in your ears? Like tattooed on your ears, or like in an earring? Sorry, I don't know the situation for that. What is it? How is it on your ears? Not earrings. Okay, I was like, for some reason I thought the hole for the earring would have been the shape of an ohm, but that would have been just real confusing. Sorry. I know, sorry. Cool. When you're ready, let me know and we'll get started with the reading. That's kind of cool though, having the ohm on the stud, like, that's kind of cool. I don't think I'm an earring dude. Like, I just don't think it fits my head. Like, my head shape and my ear size is not very an earring thing. But I'm down for watches and necklaces and shit. That's kind of like where I want to go. Hi, B! Watch you roll a 20. 8! You got an 8. Also, what's up, B? Do you want a reading? Exclamation join. The usual. Get fucked. Okay, Rika, let's go. So the Temperance is in the past. There may have been a reminder for you in the past to just, or a goal for you in the past to kind of find the balance into everything, because that's what the Temperance is about. Restoring balance, finding where you are in the middle of the earth and the water. 1 foot in the earth, 1 foot in the water. You know, clearly the yin yang sign. And the water flows back and forth in the cups. Oh, it's not focusing. I put autofocus on. Come on. Come on. B. Yeah. So I like this card because it's a good. It's not a minor, right? It's a major that says, hey, find your balance again, regain yourself, get your composure back, and then let's work from there. Which I think you may still be in the process of doing because that Hermit card sits in the present. So the Hermit card is, a lot of people think, oh, it's about being a loner or, being antisocial and not wanting to be around everyone. No, the Hermit card is a card of reevaluation, right? You have to go, if you want to figure out what you want and what you figure out how your brain functions or your own perspective on a situation, right? You need the Hermit card you need the Hermit to take a step away from the situation. Take a step back, just think and figure out how you feel and how you react or are wanting to react to the situation. So that's probably where you are at the moment. You're kind of taking a step back, you feeling like putting yourself by yourself. Oh, what's up, Daffids? Thanks for putting the note as well. Welcome back. Yeah, that's a good reminder of just like, we're thinking about you. Rika, we're thinking about you, we're going to go through you, we're going to go through your head, we're going to go by yourself, and we're going to figure out what we actually want. Sitting in the future, Hierophant. Hierophant, very wise, very smart, very experienced individual. So maybe the Hermit situation here and the Hierophant playing with each other kind of comes with that idea of, look at the experiences that you've had to settle yourself and to balance yourself. Look at the experiences that you've had to put yourself where you are now and see what you have actually learned from it. Because you want to say that, yeah, I've learned from situations in my past, but really, if you just look at it again, you can find more things to learn about it, more things to figure out about yourself. The Hermit could also talk about a teacher or some sort of mentor or guide that's going to help you through this situation. So, lately, I've been seeing the Hierophant be spoken about as like a therapist or someone who can aid you with your mental health. I think you're taking this step back as the Hermit card to figure out, yes, I need to figure out how to deal with my emotions. And figure out why I'm, reacting to these certain things. Like, why am I angry at this person when normally them doing this certain thing is like a normal thing, it's a normal occurrence. Why am I now getting frustrated by their actions when back then it was just a normal thing that they did? Also, I think that also comes from the Temperance here because you were trying to strive for looking at the situation and then trying to find the balance between the logical step of understanding what happened versus how you feel. And it's hard because sometimes something so small for you can be very big and can be like mean a lot and like actually put you in a really, really bad spot, whilst other people see that as like, no, this is a small thing. So it's finding out that yes, it is a small thing, but figuring out why you are bothered by it. That's a hard journey to get through as well. I only talk about that because the Four of Cups here sits in your subconscious, and you're kind of forgetting that you're overindulging a lot in your thoughts and how you're thinking. You're able to just get it?
Yep.
Damn. So yeah, Four of Cups here talks about luxury, but luxury in a way where it's overindulgent. This lady, with the Four Cups, kind of like slumped over, kind of like tired and like, almost drunk in a way. I think you're forgetting that you are kind of overindulging in one or the other when it comes to situations, right? Like, it's hard to think about it like a situation where you feel overly attached to it and you feel emotionally pushed. But you also have to remember, balance it out, come back, take a step back, become that hermit again, and like see, should I be this like disrupted by this feeling, or am I really supposed to be mad about it? Or like, why am I mad about it? And I only say emotion again because the King of Cups is present. So the Cups talks about emotions and feelings and love and care, all of those things that come to it. Thank you, B. This is a tattoo. When it comes to the King of Cups, hi, Em. The King of Cups like talks about wanting to be the height and the top of being able to control your emotions, and I think this is your goal. Your goal is to be this kingly energy. Don't just disregard the gendering of the cards. It's just kind of like how it was organized. All right, get home safe. Get home safe. I think that's why this is okay. This is why I'm saying the goal for you was an emotional thing and was to figure out and balance your emotion and your thoughts, because you want to be this King of Cups. You want to put yourself in this place and actually feel in control. You want to feel that you understand fully, and you want to feel that you are there for it. And it's hard. It's a hard process to think about. But the way that you're doing things now is good, because your goal, again, the balance. The balance of looking at the situation, understanding why you feel that way, and maybe, trying to alleviate all of that extra stress that's come from your initial experience and your initial feelings from the situation. Hermit coming in, you taking a step back, taking a breather, looking at the situation, understanding it, being like, okay, this is what happened, this is where we're gonna go, and just talking to yourself through the process of it. And then the Hierophant coming in, being like, let's talk to someone else about it, someone who's wise, or I can even talk to myself because I'm wise about the situation, and get further details and figure out, boom, now we understand. So that whole process that you have to keep going through, that's going to be something that you can shorten through time. So the first time you're going to try the process, it's going to take a very long time, because there's a lot to talk about. But then when you finally master it, you can find that balance. You can finally understand why you're overindulging on certain things, and actually be in control and be on top of your emotions. So yeah, Rika, if you have any questions, let me know. But that's pretty much it. Honestly, it's very hard to control your own emotions, because because it is valid, right? The way that you feel about a situation initially is valid, and it makes the most sense. I think most of this is past energy, but still a relevant reminder. Good. It's a good reminder for it to just be in control, and you can be in control because you got this. Also, when it comes to reading tarot, the one thing that I'm going to tell you is that just read it. Just read it how you feel. If you're unsure, read your guide. The little card guide that comes with the decks. And just read it and let it flow and see what happens. But yeah, thank you for letting me do your reading. I really appreciate that. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoy doing tarot for yourself in the future. It's going to be real fun. There's a bunch of very lovely tarot people here on Twitch, so feel free to explore them. Feel free to have a chat. A couple that I recommend: Faux Riot, Fauxriot, I think. She's great, and so is Writing with Invisible Ink. Call me bonsai because I'm short. What do you mean, Joshi? But yes, thank you, Rika. B, it's your turn. You know the drill. How many cards? Oh, Luna. Dude, Luna, I haven't done your thing yet. But thank you for the 2 months. Welcome back. Your poem. I don't know if I've messaged you on Discord or anything, but DM me on Discord and I can still get your poem for February. It has been a while. I hope you're doing good. Thank you for the 2 months. General reading. What did you say? Let's do Housewives. Did you want 3 or 5 cards, B? But yeah, welcome back. Yeah, it's nice to see you. I miss doing tarot, guys. I miss doing tarot. 5? Alright, we're gonna do 5. Ooh, oof. Oh, I see why. I see what's happening. What is that? Oh, that's cute. Ranbu Live. Ranbu Stare. That's very cute. I messaged you on Discord. Awesome. I'll get to it after the stream. So is Ranbu kind of a big streamer? Because both of you have it. I can't find my panic emo. Don't panic! Don't panic. Just breathe. It's okay. It's gonna be fine. I just need a little bit to just understand what's happening here. But you know I'm spamming it right now. I understand. Oh, Minecraft streamer. Okay. They've got really cute emotes. Very nice. Okay, but when you're ready with the reading, let me know and we'll get started. Let's get you read. Let's get you read. Oh, there it is. Absolutely cute. This one's... Oh my god. You ready? Cool. So, sitting in the past, Page of Pentacles. Very good card to have in the past because it's like, you know, the beginning of your search for stability, the beginning of your search for financial gain. So, like, to me, that's like kind of a uni thing. You know, the beginning of your search to make sure that you'll be in a path that's going to be substantial for you. Sorry, just 1 second. Sorry about that. Okay, so yeah, that's the Page of Pentacles there. It's your goal for, like, being stable, being successful, being, like, you know, in a way making money and getting rich and making sure that you feel good about yourself and, like, setting yourself up to be, like, in a nice place. That's good. Strength card sits in the present. You are being called to just, like, remind yourself to stay strong, that you are strong and that you are capable of anything and that you're capable of getting through the situations that are going to happen. This situation, though, this whole reading here, this is kind of, for me, an idea or a call for you to prepare yourself for something. Because there's something in the horizon that's going to cause some sort of heartache or some sort of trouble. Something that you're kind of not happy about, something that you're very disappointed about. Something that you feel like, yeah, I you know, kind of saw it coming in a way. I think that's why the Strength card is here. Because that Strength card talks about you knowing what's going to happen in the future. So whatever it is you're worried about, or whatever it is you know might not go your way, just prepare yourself for it in case it doesn't, right? And this is something that I feel like you already do see not going your way. So stay strong. You will be strong enough for it. You are going to be capable for it. And you'll make it through. It's going to be just tough. It's going to be just a little tough situation that happens as it goes. Because, yeah, what you want here is the Four of Wands. And this Four of Wands says, put my feet up. I want to just live my dream and let things happen. And let's just see what goes. You know, let's just do it. And it's time to relax. But I don't think it's the time to relax. Yes, that's sitting in your consciousness. Your thoughts are saying, I need a break. I need a rest. I want to rest. I want to indulge. But no, the time now is to just stay strong. Build yourself up and make sure that you're prepared for what's coming. I'm not going to say what it is because I don't know what it is. You know, it can be anything. Something really big, something really small. Whatever it is, it's going to be very disappointing to you. You're going to feel very disappointed by it and you're going to feel like kind of let down. What's kind of worrying me is what you're ignoring. You're kind of ignoring the fact that your energy right now is kind of mischievous. It's very loyal, 100% loyal, yes, but it's kind of like all over the place, right? It's very passionate. You're not really like... Your energy's kind of just jumping around in different directions and you're not really sure where to focus it right now. And if it's with that thought of focus or that idea of focus, then maybe it is a good call to just remind yourself, hey, let's put our goal in front of us and let's charge towards that. Let's focus on that and just go towards that. Because that's where we need to go. That's where we should be going. And you need to start, focusing on things and forgetting, like, kind of realizing why you're all over the place, I guess. I don't know if that's how you're feeling. So yeah, most of this reading is just telling me, hey, you need to focus, build yourself up. Now's the time to put that work in. The rest will come in due time. I know it's very easy and you just want to think about taking a break, but you gotta just focus on what's in front of you right now and build yourself up. So yeah, it's not that bad. It does say, hey, maybe something coming up in the future that you should worry about, and or that you already are worried about. But if you're worried about it, why are you messing around and being like and just playing around and putting things in other places? You should be on the focus mode now. You're able to do this as well. This card wouldn't be here if you didn't have it, It's probably about uni too, probably. So just put your focus back into it, because I know you're capable of it as well. But that's pretty much it. You're coming from a good place, because your goal here is there. Because doing the work is being really difficult for me. But I think you understand the consequences if you don't put that work in. Alright, this doesn't necessarily have to happen. This can be alleviated, setting in the future, and you have your own power to change it. And these are just all calls to get that, so maybe you can avoid this. You can avoid it. You can build yourself up and actually gain from it even. But yes, B, thank you so much for letting me do your reading. Good luck. If you need to just rant and rave about uni, I'm all ears. And you can do it. You can do it. You got this. For sure. Whoa. Oh, thank you, B. I hope you've been doing good. I hope things are treating you well. Okay. If anyone in the chat wants a free reading, just exclamation join and you'll be put into the queue. Still quite a small queue today, so I don't know when I'm gonna close it. So let us see. Daffids, which deck did you want? Sun and Moon? Cool. Let's do Sun and Moon. 3 cards. General, right? You didn't want anything else? Just 3 cards? Let's check your message. Past, present, future. Cool. We'll do you. We'll do you. We'll do you. How have you been, Daffids? You've been getting good readings recently? Have you been getting good readings recently? Oh, also, guys, I want to get runes. I found a shop that sells runes and a little guide on how to do runes, and I have a friend who could potentially teach me if I wake up at their time. But oh boy, once we start doing runes on this stream, that's gonna be crazy. Because I think runes are so cool. But it's gonna take me time. I'm gonna be doing a bunch of readings for myself first and just thinking about it. I was legit looking at a rune oracle deck. Dude, get it. I have had my runes read on stream, and it was a good time. I tell you what, there's so many ways of interpretation and seeing things that's really cool with runes. And the Bluetooth sign, that's a rune. So Joshi, runes is a Nordic way of fortune telling. It's just like tarot, but instead of cards, they etch symbols onto tiny stones and rocks called runes. And what they do, some rune readers nowadays have their own decks, and they draw cards out of the decks, and then they draw a rune. And they draw a rune by shuffling a bag of the stones, or shuffling the little rune stones in a bag, and then you pick them out, and you, just like with tarot, organize them in a spread that helps you understand how you're thinking or predicting the future. It's the thing that Tuesday did for me like last year for my birthday, which was really cool. I was very excited by that. So it's just like tarot, but in its own, it has its own rules and its own perspective and its own like traditions. Okay, David, this is looking good. It's looking good. It's looking good, Davids. It's looking good. You probably have seen them if you've seen anything of the Vikings. They're the pointed looking symbols they use. Yeah. Or if you've seen the Bluetooth symbol for your Bluetooth. That is a rune, I think. I'm pretty sure. Rune of communication, I think. Or if you played the new God of War. You put runes on the axe to like upgrade it and everything. Okay, I still need a second here. Okay. God of War is a very good example, and it is a very good game. Okay. Daffod's, when you're ready, let me know and we'll get started with your reading. Ready? All good. Wait, which one's the last kingdom? The only Viking show that I know is Vikings. Oh, my dad watches this. Yeah, there's a lot of runes in that show. Runes were such a key thing for people in the past, too. Anyway, pushing that aside. Daphids sits in the past. Queen of Pentacles. It's a very loving queen. A very forgiving queen. Again, with that stability, as that stability to understand who you are in a situation and your limits in a situation. I love that a lot because that queen is very self-forgiving. It's very understanding in who you are, right? And then once you know your limits and once you know that you can forgive yourself and be nice to yourself and build yourself up a little bit, then you can move forward. Then you can move forward and back yourself up because you know that you're able to lick your own wounds. You're able to take care of yourself and you're able to recover. And that you're confident in your own abilities. That's where the Chariot leads here. The Chariot is leading you to something new. You're moving forward. There's a lot of rush. There's a lot of energy towards something. I'm not sure what it is yet. It doesn't seem like it's going to go... There's not a specific place yet. But it's I can't say what it is specifically. But it's going to go into a place of creativity, thought, and logic, and a new way of thinking. Because that's where this Ace of Swords is. So I think this reading is not necessarily a past, present, future. But it's more of past, the transition, and then what you're transitioning to. So that Chariot is just moving forward, feeling confident in yourself, understanding your own skills and your own benefits and your own ways of doing things, understanding that yes, you're still human, yes, you make mistakes, and yes, you fail, but like you are also capable, and that's where this energy comes here. It's very confident, it's very strong, it's very moving forward. Can't stop saying moving forward because that's what the Chariot is. It just goes forward, never backwards, never backwards, always forwards. You can loop around and stuff, whatever, but always forwards and always towards something. That's the goal. So now you just gotta figure out what creative goal this is, what logical goal this is, what way of thinking that you want to achieve, and you'll be able to start that. You'll be able to start that process. I'm not gonna say you're gonna reach it just because of this movement here, but it's the progress towards the start of an adventure and the start of a journey. Because it is the Ace, you know, it's the first of the minors. It's gonna be that beginning. You're gonna find that beginning. I'm kind of curious still what that beginning is. So maybe we can get like a clarification. To the Ten of Pentacles. So your goal here is to be stable, have a great job, have wealth, have that success, have that success and to feel that success. So whatever this new thinking is going to go through, that new thinking is going to help you get this goal that you want to achieve of stability and wealth. So that's good. But again, remember where you came from. Understand that you can lick your own wounds, and you have to be kind to yourself, and you have to like help yourself out. But then boom, boom, boom. This is the goal. Which is great. It's great. I like that feeling because yes, it lets you understand, you know, it's going to be a hard journey. There's stuff to do, but also that you can do it and that you will do it. And the you will do it part, that's key. That's pretty much it. Thank you for letting me do your reading, Daffids. Appreciate you coming back and getting one. Yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. But that's pretty much it. It's a good little reminder that it's time to start. You can. Take that energy and just go with it. Cool. But thank you, Daffids. Let's go to Luna. Luna, it is your turn for reading. Let me know what you want. How many cards? What deck? And let's get started. And then we'll, draw and get started. I also understand that my like my stream is not a hey cowboy, what is up, how are you? Hi sun and moon, please. How many cards, Luna? And do you have a theme for your reading that you want me to explore? Can I do 5? You can definitely do 5. Cowboy, how are you? It's been a hot minute since I did tarot. Cool, we can do a relationship. We're not gonna do what the other person is thinking about. We're gonna do what you're thinking about. Just one of the rules that I don't do here. I don't do readings for figuring out how other people are feeling or thinking. We can find that out by having a conversation with them. We don't need to do tarot and do it behind their back. And that's not a scolding thing, it's just a reminder. Alright, 5 cards. Relationship reading for Luna. Dwight Zombie, hi. You can queue up by just typing in !join on the chat, and it should check you into the queue. So on the screen here, you have the commands up here. On the side, you have the commands: !join to join, !list to see the list of the people in the queue, !decks to see the decks that we have on offer today, and tarot to see the rules. Ooh, the Fool! Oh, the Star. The Star in this deck is insane. Look at that art. Legitimately, look at that art. It's so much. No, no, Dwight, it's fine. A lot of people get confused and not really sure, and everyone else has like different layouts, so don't you worry. Don't you worry. Yep, that's what they wanted. Oh, the Magician. Yo, these majors are coming out strong. We've had like a lot of readings today, and they've all had at least 2 majors. This is crazy. There we go, 7 of Pentacles. Failure. Ace of Swords again. Ace of Swords again. Okay. Okay. The card back drew me into it instantly. It's a great card back. Yo, I just searched up the Line Strider deck because I was curious what you were talking about, Rika. That's crazy beautiful. That death card representing, oh my god. I need this. I want this. Oh, the Hanged Man too. Oh my, what the crap. That's so cool. Oh, do they sell it in New Zealand? Streamlabs, I miss you. Whoa. Okay, Luna, when you're ready. Sorry for getting distracted. The 10 of Swords gave me goosebumps. I want to see what it looks like. 10 Swords. Oh, that's really... Yeah, I see why. That's strong, dude. That's just some very like strong representation and visualization as well. And it's so like just beautiful to look at as well. Like it's kind of like like really graceful as well. I don't know. Come on, Streamlabs, fight me. Surely I can like program Streamlabs to just fight you. One of these days. But before that, let's get to Luna's read. So, Luna, here's the thing. The Fool card sits in the past. This card here, it's a beautiful card. One of my favorites. Because it's like, you know, jumping into that new life. Jumping into that new experience and feeling like, yes, let's go on an adventure. Excuse me. Let's just see what happens. Let's go for it. And like, we're down. And we'll just jump in and see what happens. There's so much to do. The world is out there. Let's explore. You know, the consequences may be there, but also there could be so much gain and success and love to happen. I'm going to read you the meaning of the Star card, because I think with the question and why you asked this question, you're kind of like weary about where you are. And with the Failure card here, sitting with the 7 of Pentacles, well, actually, we'll talk about that first. Let's talk about that first. So the 7 of Pentacles talks about failure and the art itself. Sorry, I'm gonna change the music. Cool. Everything's there. Cool. So this Seven of Pentacles here, right? This talks about failure and shutting yourself in. She's literally drawing circles around herself in the sand. You know, kind of putting those boundaries, setting those boundaries, but not in a healthy way. Setting those boundaries so that you can never be hurt again, and kind of like limiting yourself and how you feel. Like, cause yes, you were hurt by something in the situation. That just kind of happens with the Fool, right? You're jumping into it not knowing what's there. You're jumping into it freely and like, you know, seeing what's gonna happen. So that's the risk that you took, and it's a risk that, like, you know, does hurt sometimes, but it also pays off. And you're feeling very down in terms of how the Seven of Pentacles feels, as like, you know, you wanna see if you can protect yourself and not get hurt anymore. You want to see what you can do and how you can make sure that you feel like you're good and you're fine and well. But these are your thoughts. These are where the the thoughts are coming from. This is where you're focused on, like, how can I protect myself further? I feel like I put myself in a spot where I do need to protect myself. Or like you're seeing signs of things that you're not happy about, that you feel like you're gonna fall back into a state of protection that you're not, you know, that you used to be at, that you worked so hard to get and move from. What I want to say though is that what you're ignoring here is the Ace of Swords, and you're ignoring the fact that this could be a new opportunity for new thinking, a new way to send a message. Not to send a message in a vengeful or violent way, but to send a message to make your message clear, to make how you feel clear, how you perceive the situation clear, and just validating your emotions without also tearing down the other person. That's kind of a big one here, and that's what you're kind of learning with the Ace of Swords, is that you're still learning how to do that. It's still a process that you have to figure out, a process that you need to think about, and a process that you still need to do. What sits here, okay, I don't really do like the base reading or like the underlying energy, but the underlying energy is the Two of Swords, and your goal is peace, right? Your goal is to find peace, to find love, but you're also trying to figure out how to do it. You have two options on how to do it, and you're just trying to figure out the best way, and that takes time. Figuring out how to do it takes a lot of time. I'm going to do the Star card last, because this is where you are in the present, right? And that's how it feels. The magician sits there and talks about, again, manifestation, what you can do next, being able to set the future and being able to see what's going to happen, right? You're setting your goals, you're setting your dreams, you're manifesting and setting yourself up for good. And I love the magician card, because it's not a process of speaking to other people. It's a process of speaking to yourself and enjoying. And literally, he's got a drum here, and you're marching to the beat of your own drum, literally, to figure out where you want to go next and how you want to let things happen. And that even comes with the relationships with people. So friendships and familiar relationships, you have to go your own way and do things your way in order to interact with them and talk to them and spend time with them and let things happen, right? You can't just wait for them to do everything. It's a 50-50 thing. You got to do your own thing, and you got to manifest your own thing as well. Cool. So that's all fine and good. Yes, you've been hurt because of the adventure that's happening, but that happens in your adventure. That happens in life. Now I'm going to read you what the star says, which you should know by now, if you have this deck. So it's linked with Aquarius, associated with self-confidence and recognition. After the storm comes peace, and after the darkness comes light. The star card encourages us to have hope, optimism, faith in the divine intuition, and trust in our inner guide. It offers the gift of premonition, and the star is the light that guides the way. The pyramids have an astrological connection to the star, Sirius. The mermaid water bearer introduced a holistic new perception of life in the age of Aquarius. The flowing of water from the ancient pitcher gives wisdom and life to the world and activates the subconscious. So two fish suggest the sign of Pisces, the usual, signifying opposition and development. And the Hebrew character tzadi is a symbol of a fish hook and represents morality. Apologies for misspeaking the Hebrew word, but thanks. Oh, you have to go? Sorry, cowboy. Good night, though. Thank you for popping by. I need to do these earlier, but I can't. But thank you for popping by and getting into the queue. I'm sorry you had to leave. I'm sorry we couldn't get to you fast enough. But yeah. Whatever this pain was, whatever this thing you were unsure about or wanting to protect yourself from, or something that you saw was a failure, it's over now. You know? It was just a rough patch that happened, and you can recover and manifest new things and like start, I'm not gonna say start over again, but like, you know, pick yourself back up from that fall. That's essentially what this is. Because you understood that the life that you chose and the life you were jumping into had a lot of things that were into it. Had a lot of risks, but also had a lot of gain. So it's just understanding that yes, you'll feel this muted joy again. It's not it's not the sun card in terms of like that elated joy, but it's gonna be that muted joy where you're like kind of happy where you're at even after all of that's happened. You know, you're gonna be grateful for where you are. You're gonna be grateful for what you've done, and you're just gonna be happy overall. And that's pretty much it. It's just a reminder that yes, you have fallen, yes, you have struggled to do something, or you've experienced something that felt like pushed you back a couple steps, but know that it's over now, and that you have this opportunity to make something new. You have this opportunity to learn how to, talk about and express yourself, and you don't have to put these walls up again. Like these walls that you were trying to build up or you're trying to walk around, you don't have to put them up. You're going to be fine. You're in good hands. I'm not saying the other person is, the person that isn't good, that you're in good hands with, but you're in good hands with yourself. You're in good hands with the people that you surround yourself with in terms of the ones who you truly trust. And I would suggest listening to them and having a word with them to see how you actually feel and how you can manifest something better or manifest the thing that you want to manifest from your start of this journey. So it's a lot. A lot of it is because you're thinking about the failures and what happened. But you got to trust yourself and you got to know that it happens. It takes time to forgive yourself, and it does take a lot of time to just work through and figure out what's next. Cool. I'm not sure if that answered the question that you wanted answered, but that's pretty much it. And I hope you enjoyed that. It's hard to get out of that thought, man. That thought pattern is very hard, especially when you kind of like not sure where you're going, not sure of how you want to do things. But it's good. It's good that you know that the journey's going to happen now. Good luck. May that star be with you. Thank you for letting me do your reading. I feel sad because we could have done Cowboy next, but oh well. Dwight, it is your turn. Let me know how many cards you want. And let me know. I've noticed you don't read reversals. Is there a reason for that? So the reason I don't read reversals for at least these two decks. So I do read reversals for my Rider-Waite. Rider-Waite, I do reversals because there's definition in the booklet, and that tells me the definitions that it has. For the Sun and Moon Tarot, they don't have definitions of reversals. So for me, like, I kind of see that as the cards itself not having or not needing a reversal meaning. So I just keep it that way and understand what it comes through. Sun and Moon, 3 cards is fine. Cool, let us do that. General reading? Or did you have a question for the tarot? So like if decks have that reversal thing, then I just go, hey, I'm gonna go to bed, have a nice rest of the stream, and hope everyone has a good reading. Thank you, B. Thank you for popping by. Appreciate it. I hope you have a good time and good luck. Good luck with uni. Excuse me. Oh my god, hiccup. But yeah, that's why I don't do reversals for the 2 decks. There's one. Ace of Cups. Amaramus, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. If you want a tarot reading, exclamation join. You'll pretty much be next. The queue is empty. Yes, personal decision making, I suppose. Okay, cool. That's for anyone else in the chat who wants a reading, but if you're down to just chill and hang out, you're more than welcome. Empty queue. I can just talk your ear off if you want. It's funny because I don't really talk a lot. Or at least I don't think I talk a lot. But then I stream, so I probably talk a lot. Six of Pentacles. I don't talk a lot generally, but once I start, you'll probably wish I'd just stop. I don't believe that. Mostly because I just like hearing what people have to say as well. I do like just people who sometimes... Well, okay. I don't like people who just talk about themselves all the time. I want to have a discussion and engage. Or like, I want to be known that I'm being listened to as well. But if you need me to just listen to you, I'll just sit and listen, you know? So, dude, sometimes I freak myself out with how much I talk to myself. It's a lot sometimes. It's quite a lot. Okay, let's go. I'm listening, talk to myself too. Not a biggie. It really shouldn't be. But it's just a lot sometimes. It's just a little more than a normal person, I feel.
I mean, that makes sense, right?
Okay. Dwight, when you're ready, let me know and we'll get started with your reading. Ready when I am. Cool. Cool. Love an ASMR crunch. Wyatt versus Jude. Thank you. I need to snack a little. I haven't had dinner yet. But if you would like a reading, exclamation join. Welcome to the stream. Cool. Dwight, let us go. You have the Ace of Cups sitting in the past. That Ace of Cups here, you know, start of love, start of emotions, kind of like filling your cup. Hey, welcoming the things that come around into your life and saying, hey, I'm wanting this to come through now. I'm going to accept this. I'm going to see where this comes from. We're not going to shun it away like we used to. We're not just going to close ourselves out and not just going to close our heart out to whatever's happening. We're going to welcome it. We're going to accept it. And we're going to see where it leads us. It's great. It's great. It's a good place to be. Good place to start. I like that, especially because the Ace of Cups is has so much potential. Like that little sliver of the rainbow at the top coming down. Like if you refract the light good enough, that's gonna be an entire rainbow, an entire piece of goodness for you to like explore. And with this, like it seems like you have started to push towards things that fulfill you. Started to push towards a situation that makes you happy. But also you're like keeping in mind that goal of stability. I only say that because the Six of Pentacles is present. But there's a lot of that, that's a lot of that feeling of like you want to go somewhere and you want to push your life into somewhere. So that may be just filling your cup in general in life, right? Building yourself up, seeing where you are, seeing where you're going to go. What do you want to do? What experiences do you want to experience and what do you want to feel? And that's where that Six of Pentacles comes into play, because that is success, not just through your own doing, but also success from accepting other people's help. So I kind of don't see this as a past, present, future. I kind of see just these cards mending together and telling one story. Especially with the Ten of Cups. Why did I say the Cups? Ten of Pentacles sitting at the bottom of the deck. I'm kind of drawn into doing the undercard or the underlying energy as well now. But that Six of Pentacles and then that Ten of Pentacles there just talks about your success coming through all places, all shapes and forms. But then also understanding that different types of success will make you feel fulfilled. And this moment of motivation, this moment of push, that's what's gonna keep you going, and that's what's gonna fill your cup, and that's what's gonna get you to your 10 of Pentacles here. Because if this underlying energy is the 10 of Pentacles, you want to know that you want to fill your cup with stable things that make you happy, and you're kind of done with all of those, like one night stands and temporary things. Like, you're looking for things that is going to be long term. You're looking for things that's going to make you fulfilled rather than happy, right? Because if we had like the 10 of, not even the 10 of Pentacles, but if we had the Sun card come out, it would have been just, let's do things that make us happy, let's do things that make us like enjoy the moment in time. But no, these are stable energies, these are energies with motivation, and these are energies that know that there's a lot of work that's coming to it, but it's work that it looks like you're ready to do, work that you're going to push yourself to do. So I think the big thing here for me to like say as an advice from the cards is that you need to figure out how to like accept help from others. Because I don't know if that comes from a place of, I wouldn't say fear, but like I don't know if it's a place from like demotivation, where getting help from someone makes you feel useless. That does not mean that, Asking for help is just normal. Asking for help is something that you should do, and other people helping you is how you're going to get yourself to your goal, and it's how you're going to feel fulfilled. So don't be afraid of that outside help. That outside help is going to mean a lot, and that outside help is going to do you a lot of good. And that is pretty much it, because your goal is to be stable. Your goal is to have that stability and that fulfillment. So yeah, Dwight, I hope that's good. I hope that like keeps you at least motivated to where you want to go. And keep in mind, these readings are things for you to take away from. So if you feel like that it's brought you somewhere to do, good. If not, also fine. Great reading. Thank you. No, thank you for letting me do your reading. I appreciate your time. Cool. Nice. And that's an empty queue, team. Hello, Em. Just in time. The queue is empty. So, if you want one, before you go to bed, literally the perfect time. I would say go to sleep, but if you really want this reading, I'll do one. There we go. I'm going to assume 5 cards. Yep, there we go. Housewives, 5. Crazy. How was work? Hope you're doing good. Hopefully it wasn't too stressful today. I love doing your readings. They're so, oh my god. Dude, these are just flying out. Ow. Yeah, what is this? Wyatt versus Jude, welcome to the queue. Yeah, what on earth is happening? This is a lot. Give me 1 second. Thanks again. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you, Dwight. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate your time. Good night. Okay, ready. Cool. 2 of Cups, you know what that means. You're coming together, people. You enjoying other people's company. Kind of the start of love, essentially. Man. You're going to places where you're just going at a very high pace again. So yeah, that's the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is that, you know, joining together, the start of a relationship. Again, it doesn't have to be romantic, but in this context, I do understand the romance in it. Seven of Swords does talk about backstabbing and gossip, so there may have been a couple things that's come out from your interests that you really didn't want to be like out and said. You know, there's a couple things that you'll joke around a bit and like see what you can get away with and what's okay and what's not okay. And you might have told something to someone that someone didn't think was like a big deal, but it is a big deal to you. And you're kind of just dealing with that. I'm not going to say backstab. I'm not going to say backstab on purpose, but I'm going to say it's a problem, like an accident, you know? Kind of an oversight by someone who was like kind of close to you that let things kind of let things go. Kind of let things like happen, get pushed through. And that's why that Seven of Swords is there. So I'm not going to say it's going to completely ruin it, because it's not. It's just going to be a hiccup in the situation, you know? I'm pretty sure whoever it is here you're in together with or aiming to get together with wouldn't see that as a problem at all. That King of Wands is kind of cool in the future, because again, it's that idea of that you have all of the skills, all of the tools in place, all of your passions are set in a way that's built you up to have like success and to deal with anything that's going to come towards you. So this is a learning situation, right? Like maybe you weren't clear about what your boundaries were. Maybe you weren't clear about what you thought was very important, and the other person may have misread the situation. But from that Two of Cups, with that because this is like kind of the anchor that I'm seeing with the entire reading, and all of this is just learning how to like see the vibe of this one essentially and see where it can go. Because Knight of Wands. Let me just read that to you. Knight of Wands talks about exuberance, mischief, and loyalty, right? Like other members of his suit, the Knight of Wands enjoys being the focus of everyone's attention. The perpetual party guy, his swell ideas for fun and tomfoolery are a hit with the ladies and gents alike. Cruising around the neighborhood with pals, he has a tendency to get into mischief. Still, he is a loyal friend, and his youthful spirit inspires change and personal growth in everyone he meets. Okay, now we're actually just reading that again. Did you say something? Did you say something that maybe wouldn't have been like the best thing to say at the moment, and you kind of regret it, but really it's not that big of a deal? You know, you would have said something that maybe you were very embarrassed to say. But essentially what happens there is... honestly, it just looks like it was a hiccup. Something that you weren't sure about. Because what you're kind of ignoring is that you are still setting boundaries with this person. You're still like trying to figure out how to speak to them. That's what the sword is here. The sword talks about how to like get the point across essentially. So maybe there's like a bunch of miscommunication, but there's a bunch of trust as well. And maybe things that you weren't sure about being said, or you weren't sure was like a good thing to hear or a bad thing to hear. That just needs to be clarified. And then once you're able to figure it out, then you'll be able to just, you know, understand the person. Honestly, this is just a lot of like working with this person, finding out their little quirks and their little things that make them them, and then just knowing how to communicate with them and actually understand that with them. Because this is, again, I don't see much negative in this. Sorry, I'm drawing one more card. I'm curious. Just curious. Six of Pentacles. Whoops. You're fine. Six of Pentacles, generosity, luck, sharing. Also kind of like the card to like just spread the love to people. I think so the way that I read the situation and the way that I read this was that when you were talking to this person before, there may have been some like missteps and miscues in how you're talking to each other and like figuring out how to talk to each other. Still not, you know, it may feel like that you're supposed to be close with them, but then you just, you know, again, remembering we just met, we're trying to figure things out, so we're trying to learn. And you're getting into places where you're kind of like just unsure what's happening. But this is just it. This is the core of it, I think. It's just, you mean well. You mean to spread the love and you mean to spread the joy. There's no hard feelings there. Oudrail. Hi, welcome to the stream. I like the current set right now. I just want a general reading because I never have one. Okay, cool. We can definitely do your reading. You're going to be after Wyatt versus Jude, which is next. But we're currently doing one for M Creates. So, M. This is it. It's just a reminder that as long as your intentions are still good, and as long as your intentions are still to spread love and to, be a good time with the person that you... This is Hot Brad. I know this is Hot Brad. I didn't want to say it, but this is Hot Brad. You'll learn the tools and you'll get confident with each other and actually talk to each other fine. You know what I mean? This King of Wands is going to be the focus of your passion, the focus of your love. It's going to be able to work through it and understand the feelings that you feel, and then just being able to talk and hang out. That's it. Keep your intentions. Missteps are going to happen. You've just met and you're still learning. And you're going to be good. You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. I can't confirm, where it's going to go. But it's going to go to a good place. Sorry, that was a lot. I'm sorry that was a lot. Very, very confusing and very, am I doing something weird? Have I done something weird? It's good that we clarify, though. No, that's the mic. Brad is great. I'd be happy if we just be besties. Okay, that's good. As long as you know where you're at. And as long as Brad's on the same page. That may be a tough one. They have to be on the same page. Okay, good. All right. Thank you, M. That was good. Now go to bed. You've had a hard day at work. You need to relax. Put your feet up, close your eyes, sleep. Get your rest. Okay, I am. I didn't mean it to be scolding. It wasn't meant to be scolding. Stuff to talk about later? Alright. Hey, man. I'll send you that DM right now.
That's a mistake.
Not allowed. No scolding. Scolding is allowed as long as you mean it. And as long as it's not in an aggressive manner. Reminder. Completely illegal. Alright, Adderall said it. It's completely legal. No more scolding in the stream. Okay, there we go. Spill guts in the morning. Do it, friend. I'm all ears. May not have solutions, but I can listen. Cool. Good night. Good night. Have a good sleep. You've been working hard. Wyatt versus Jude. Would you like a reading now? Which deck would you like and how many cards do you want? 3 or 5? Good night. Oh, Adderall as well. So you've asked for a reading. Did you want just 3 cards? I like the current set. So we'll do a reading with the Housewives. I just want to know how many cards you'd want. So you can do a 3-card spread, which is past, present, and future. Or a 5-card spread, which is past, present, and future. What you're thinking about and what you're not thinking about. So when it's your turn, just let me know. Red 3. Cool. Let me know what you want. And if you have a question for the tarot as well, or a theme, we can definitely do one too. Here we go. Knight of Pentacles. Oh, shoot. Honestly, feel complete guilt right now just coming along here, and I guess red 5, I never did this and I'm anxious about it. That's okay. Look, breathe. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. You made a decision. Not sure if you're happy about it, but you'll be okay. We'll get into it. Hair grows back, nothing to worry about. Yeah. And I'll talk to you about the process and how we can deal with that anxiety with the tarot. So just breathe, sit back. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be okay. Just relax for a bit. See if you can relax. If you can't, that's perfectly fine. Not everyone can relax that easily. Anyway, before we get to your reading, is it Adderall? I keep thinking Adderall. It's not. Adriel. JSL 8, hi, welcome. If you want a reading, exclamation join. We currently only have 2 people. Audriel. Oh, Audriel, like Audrey, but you know. Yeah. Welcome to the queue. JSL. Jashelle. I think thinking Michelle, but it's with a J, so Jashelle. Cool. When you're ready, Wyatt versus Jude, we'll get started. Indeed, Leo. Let's do this. So the Knight of Pentacles sits in your past. Talks about ambition, entrepreneurship, and reward. Putting in the hard work, putting in the hard yards. Essentially, doing everything that you need to do, but like, in a way with a smile, because you know where you're going. You're confident of where you're going. You're confident of your success. And you understand that it's going to get you somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're very confident about it, and you know what's going to happen. And like, you know, you set out this plan, you set out these goals, and you're just sure. And that's fucking lovely to see, honestly. It's so good to see. 4 of Pentacles sitting in the present. You're kind of holding in all of your gains and all of your successes, you know? Yeah, you worked hard for it. Yeah, you're gonna... You know, you should hold on to the things that you've gained and that you've successfully owned and that you've, you know, rightfully got for yourself. But don't hoard it, you know? There's a moment of sharing your wealth. I'm not saying you have to share the money that you've earned or like the success that you've earned with other people. It's more of like a saying of, or like a reminder to celebrate your own success and to celebrate your own wealth, you know? Give back to yourself. Let yourself feel the wealth. You don't have to just hold it and look at it. You gotta just appreciate it and enjoy it. You know, like treat yourself, essentially. You should be able to treat yourself for all of the successes that you've put yourself through and all of the hard work that you've had. But I think that process is coming through. I think you're just kind of getting used to having the success, having the good things come through your life. You're kind of unsure whether or not you deserve it, but I mean, at this point, I think you do because you put in a lot of work for it, or at least you did the smart things to achieve it. And that leads you towards being the Page of Wands. So I guess the Page of Wands is a call for you to change your perception and your approach to certain things, right? You know, focus on your creativity, be fun-loving, and like let your imagination just take you to places where you want to go or can go with the things that you have gained and the things that you have earned. You know, we can't keep just like earning and working hard just to have it. Yes, obviously have enough. Oh, thank you for the subscription, Adriel. Thank you. I appreciate that a lot. We don't get many subs on this channel, but now you got them real cute emotes. I say they're cute because, my God, I do love my emotes. And if I didn't like my emotes, I don't know why I would have them. Anyway. Wyatt. So yeah, it's, you know, of course, don't spend everything at once and go crazy. But, you know, have the things that's going to keep you alive. Have the part of the money that's going to be like, Was Zach W. What's up, Zach? Zach W. Yeah, what's up? But yeah, get the goals, get the money that you have. You know, put aside what you need to survive. Put aside what you need for a living, and to get food and everything like that. And then the little bit extra, enjoy yourself. Treat yourself. Get yourself like a pizza or something. Something as small as like a food or even like a bubble tea. Like, just getting yourself like boba to pat yourself on the back. Things that you need to do to take care of yourself. You can't just hoard everything. You gotta let yourself experience the joys that you've built yourself up to have. What do you mean, why you do this? Why you do what? Oh, boba. Now I want boba. Oh god, sorry. Sorry, Rika. I do want some too. Do I have money in my bank account? Yeah, because I don't get paid until Tuesday. That's fine. But yeah, essentially that's it, Wyatt. Oh, you have a boba emote? That's so cute. Oh my god. Hold on, let me see what your emotes look. Oh, your emotes are so cute. Oh, lit. Cool. Knowing that you have emotes means you stream, so I'm a follow. Liddy, I do want them. They're so nice. Bobo like Bobo. It's a joke of myself. I appreciate you sharing your jokes with us, Zach. Do you wait for the moment in time? I would love to hear another crunch. Okay. I can't reach my chips. I hope that was okay. The chills in my spine. I'm sorry to people who aren't very keen on like food sounds, but it was requested. But yeah, thank you, Wyatt. That was good. Okay. Audriel, sorry. I'm munching on some... What is it called? Green onion original chips. Bluebird. They're literally just green onion chips. They're very good. Green onion flavored. Here's a joke. So there was a dude who crashed a sports car into a tree. I guess that's how the Mercedes bends. That's exactly how the cookie crumbles. It's pretty good. It's not bad. Be glad that I like jokes. All jokes, good and bad. Maybe not like the rude ones. But I do approve. That's good. That's good, Audriel. But also, yes, thank you, Wyatt. Thank you for letting me do your reading, and thank you for your patience. Audriel, you wanted 5 cards, did you say? 5 cards with the red? Yep. 5 cards with the red. Let's do this. Nine of Pentacles. Looking in and putting in all of that work and seeing what you can do and like being proud of yourself. The Moon card. Nostalgia. Thinking about the past. Seeing what's coming through. Looking back. Letting your dreams kind of like take control. Alright, takes a sec. Nine of Swords. Oh, anxiety for the future. Fear of what's to come. But the fear of fear itself. 2 of Cups. Sorry, 3 of Cups. Celebration. Broski Bowl 23. Hello, welcome to the stream. You are now 3rd in the queue. Welcome. Okay. Someone in chat remind me. If we get 2 more people, then we're closing the queue. I think we'll end at like 8 o'clock here-ish. So 2 more people and we'll close the queue. Why am I still shuffling? Thank you, Joshi. Also, Broski, welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing good. It's 1 a.m. for me. Alright, let's get this done so you can go to bed. Audrey, when you're ready. Let me know when you're ready. Perfect. Cool. So the Nine of Pentacles sits here in the past. The Nine of Pentacles is like being proud of what you've done. You know, you put in a lot of work into other places in your life. You put in a lot of work into situations and moments that would have been tough for you before, but you know, you were able to like work through it and, you know, essentially succeed from it. Some of those dishes that was cleaned are only sparkling clean and like sorted out because you were the one who was able to clean it out and sort it, you know. It's real good. It's that sense of accomplishment, sense of achievement, and you can show off all the things that you've succeeded with. Complementing in with the moon. The moon, at this moment, you're kind of like looking back at yourself at the past. You're looking at your past self being like, how did we do that? That's crazy how we like succeeded and put in that work and actually like went from really good place to a really better place. You know, that sense of nostalgia, that sense of wanting the past back. You know, that's kind of what you're feeling now in terms of the hair thing. But essentially, you need to not look at that like the call here is not to look at it and say we should go back to that and achieve that again. The call here is to say, look back at it. It's good that we did that. Be proud that we did that. What's next for us? You know, I think it's the what's next for us question that you're scared about, because sitting in the future here is the Nine of Swords. And the Nine of Swords is literally the fear of fear itself. Like, this lady is really scary, holding a knife. It's 1 from the 10. And the 10 of Swords likes to talk about, you know, backstabbing and pain and everything like that. But it's the 9. You feel like you're on the tipping point. You feel like you're going to a place where it's going to be super scary and, like, you can't come back from. But essentially, this is just your mind going. This is just the fear that's occurring in your head. And you need to listen to how you actually feel. Listen to the situation. Walk yourself through. Be like, why did I do this? Oh, I see why I did this now. Maybe it wasn't the best idea, but that's okay. We make decisions. We make decisions that isn't necessarily the easiest thing to do. And what sits here, I'm not going to talk about this one yet, but sits here in the what you're ignoring section of your subconscious, 2 of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles talks about juggling a decision, juggling how you feel. I think you were just having a hard time figuring out your emotions, figuring out how you actually feel about something, that you made a decision that pushed you towards something that you may have regretted. But that's okay, right? It's okay that it happened. It's okay that you might not like that you cut your hair. It's okay that you might not be happy with how you spoke to your like parent or your best friend. Or it's okay that you know, don't like that you accidentally closed the door on someone. Things like that. It's fine. It happens. And your reaction to the situation can only be helped after the fact. Yes, you know, people can be prepared and they can be ready and have experience in the past, but I don't think you have that experience yet. You're learning those experiences and you're trying to get that with you at the time being. I'm going to read you out the 3 of Cups. I think I should read you out the 3 of Cups. I feel like I should. There's a little inkling in me that says I shouldn't. So the 3 of Cups in your head. So it's your consciousness now. 3 of Cups talks about creation, change, and conception. As 2 glasses toast, their contents spill into a third. What delicious cocktail will they create? The 3 of Cups is a card of creation, the beginning of something new, conceived by mixing of the 2 forces. It may be a wedding, a birth, or just a joyous occasion worth celebrating. Shaken or stirred, your life is in for a significant change. So that's in your head. Significant change, two things coming together. So like the situation and how you feel coming together, and like producing this like big change for yourself. But now, like what's so good about the Three of Cups is that it's a starting point for something else. You know, it's the beautiful point that you can push yourself towards. It's that beautiful point where you can say, there's potential here. We can turn this into something good. You know, have you ever had, like, it's that feeling of not knowing what to do next, but also knowing that there's so many things that you can do next. And it's something that I think you've experienced this before. Something that you've worked towards and you're proud of, that you've gotten over, that you're proud of, that you're able to figure out. So maybe do listen to your dream when you sleep tonight. Do listen to those thoughts and figure out, what did I do back then that I can apply to now, and what can I do differently now to make it a better situation, and see where I can go. So there's potential here. There's so many things that you can do from this change. There's so many things that you can jump from and figure out. I mean, like, I've been dealing with relationship stuff and just working on one. And just working on one, like getting over past experiences. Yeah. And that's absolutely fair. It takes time to get over the situation. It takes time to get over the past. But you've done it before. You've put yourself out of a situation where you didn't feel... you put yourself in a situation where you can feel better, and you can do that again. You're capable of it. You know how to do it. Maybe not sure what the exact steps are going to be, but you know that you're able to do it. Cool. Thank you for sending it, broski. I'll try to make sure that it doesn't get lost. But yeah, I'll read that at the end. I'll read that when it's your turn. But yeah. Audriel, you are gonna be fine. Dude, look, this is the card that I'm excited about because there's potential here. This is a jumping point for you, and you can use this jumping point for something great. And that's pretty much it. Have faith in yourself. You can do this. It's a scary time for you. It may not be the easiest time, but I have faith in you. If you do want a place to talk to people and like kind of rant and whatever, we do have a Discord. Got some lovely people there if you just want to talk about your experiences and have people listen. But yes, I hope that helped a little bit. Even just to say that there is positives that can come from what happened. And that you can get over those experiences, and that you are strong enough to like work towards it. So yes. Audriel, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. Thank you for your time. And thanks for hanging out. Honestly, this is very cool for the follow as well. I appreciate that a lot. And we got 2 more to go. Unless someone else comes in before the cutoff point. Nay is illegal. What? I didn't nay. Not once. But yeah, thank you. Whip mayonnaise? Wait, do you whip to make mayonnaise? I don't know that video. If I search up whip mayonnaise, will I find it? Whip mayonnaise. Oh, it is here. Oh, wait, I do remember this. 3 AM cheese is a mood. You can whip mayonnaise. Oh, he is cute. Oh. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, yeah, we got a whip and mayonnaise. We got whip and mayonnaise all day. Oh, that's so cute. God, I love old people. I love old people when they try. Yeah. Giselle, which deck would you like and how many cards? I don't know if you mentioned it before, but it may have been lost in the chat. Let's have a look. Bum, ba-bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Blue deck and 5 cards. Okay, cool. Let's do that. Let's do that. Bum, ba-dum. Okay, Rika. If there are any reversals, we're gonna use them now. We're using the Rider-Waite. 5 cards. Giselle, if you have any questions or a theme that you want this deck to come through, let me know and we'll do that. My love life is a mess. I'm sorry to hear. Eating a block of cheese is nice. I would love to eat some just... not mozzarella. Like, Parm is a lot to have just by itself. But there's this caramel type cheese thing that my mom got my sister to get her from overseas. It's so good. It's like sweet and savory. It's like if you took a salted caramel block or like a salted caramel ice cream and then you made a cheese. Ooh, it's so good. Wondering if going on a trip with Max is a good idea. Well, even without the cards, I feel like it would be a bad idea. But Giselle, ooh, yeah. But let's hear from the universe. Okay, yeah. Fair enough, fair enough. Sorry. Cheddar is good. Cheddar is a good snack and cheese. Honestly, any cheese that's like proper with a cracker, even like blue, just any blue cheese is dope. Even like just American cheese, like the square cheese, that's fine. Melt it into a sauce, dude. That's pretty lit. Oh, oh. Okay. Giselle, I need a second. Sorry, I need a second to like look up some specific definitions because. American slaps on a burger. American slaps on a lot of things. If you want just a good melty cheese, like, come on. Like, not everything we eat has to be of quality. If you just want that flavor and that, like, quick move, easy. You gotta know the situation, you know what I'm saying? Okay, let's see. Alright, Giselle, when you're ready, we will start. Let me know. I'm also going to change it to music. Oh, we clicked it in the right place. Cool. So, Giselle. I think honestly we'll end the stream with Broski's reading, but we'll let one more person come in if they get lucky. Cool. Giselle, sorry. Cool. Giselle. The death card sits in the past. The death card sits with, the end of an era, the end of a situation, like the cycle finishing and the completion of a cycle, but also the beginning of new doors, the beginning of something new, letting new things come into your life. If I was just going to read very plainly and with the mention of your ex, that is the breakup. That's what happened there. It was the end of that situation, the end of that moment. What else were you going to do? What else were you going to figure out? That was it. It was done. You're moving from it. Knight of Pentacles. I would like to pull a flower card for you after your reading paper if you want. Wait, you mean like I'll pull a flower card or you'll pull one? Okay, wait, let me know what you mean after I do this. It's okay. Just follow along. Just follow along, Giselle, you're fine. Death card, yes, that's what it talks about. It's very good, very nice. I love the death card because it likes it. I like the universe telling me that it's done. Go towards the next thing now. And with that feeling of that close, you kind of felt liberated in a way, being fearless and then just following straight up whatever you want to follow and following your passions. And through time, that feeling would have been, oh, my passion is just going on this trip. And I just want to see what happens, and seeing that I am over the situation that I've pushed through. There's a lot of question marks. I'm not even sure if that's what your goal is there. But it's very, there's a lot to that. There's a lot to that that's just like, you feel very confident in yourself that you feel like you can do anything. So like going on this trip means you can follow your mindset and you can follow your goal. But if your goal is to get back, that's not the goal that you can achieve. I'm going to tell you that. I'm going to tell you why, because you have the Hermit here in reverse. So Hermit sitting in reverse talks about isolation, loneliness, and withdrawal. The withdrawal part is the big thing that comes into that, because you're kind of falling back into past temptations. You're kind of falling back into past situations that, already ended. They were already done. There's a point in time where you're just supposed to keep it closed. And what else is coming? What else is like telling me that that you should keep closed? The Tower card. Death and Tower, man. You got it both in your reading. That Tower card, oof. That Tower card's in your head. That Tower card's in your mind. Like, you understand the change. And you understand that, like, the knocking down of everything you built might come from this situation. And you know that it could happen. So, like, you just know it. You know that it's not going to be good. I'm sorry, this is, like, super, like, negative, I know. But it's just what's shown up, because that Tower card talks about loss. That Tower card talks about everything you built up crumbling down to its foundations. And it's not even like a man-made problem. It was God's wrath. In the story, it was humans trying to build up to reach God. So they built up a really tall tower called the Tower of Babel, trying to make sure that they can achieve and reach God. But God saw that as a no. You stay in your place. You're humans. You have your own thing to do here. You can't reach this level, so God strikes it down. This is kind of like the universe. You know that the universe will just strike this down, and the universe is going to hold this in a place where it's not gonna feel that great. And you know it, because that's in your consciousness. What's so frustrating is that what you're ignoring is that you can make something new. Because the Magician sits here. The Magician sits here on your subconscious. Underneath all the things of going back to a place where you thought it could be good, or going back to, the past, that you are capable of manifesting something new. You have that power in you. If you didn't, now you do know, because that card was here, and it's like a message to you to understand that yes, you can start something new with someone new. You are capable of finding the love that you deserve, and that love that you deserve is definitely out there, and you can manifest it. Right? And I'm not saying manifest it as in like put your wishes and hopes into a bottle and like do a spell, but manifest it in believing that you're someone to be loved and that you're someone that deserves love. Manifesting that whatever you and however you were treated in the previous relationship, in your previous situation, isn't how everyone is supposed to treat you, isn't how you were going to be treated anymore, you know? There's change here that you can make, and you have the power to make the change. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have this power to make the change. Like, let's remove the universe, let's remove the mysticism of tarot and like the esoteric vibes that it has here. Straight up, just humans just have that potential to just make things happen, and you have this potential to just make shit happen. You know, you don't need this. You don't need this. You know what this is gonna get to you. Like, fuck that, you know? You don't need that. You have this. You have this. You have potential here. And yes, maybe the potential is gonna take a while to build up and like get somewhere, but you just gotta keep building on it and keep believing it. Because if this is how you feel, if you feel confident in yourself, if you feel proud of yourself, and you feel like you can get into places, then this shouldn't be a problem. This manifestation here, these two cards coming together, this is going to be one that's going to help you move forward and create something better for yourself. These three cards, you will know what the situation is. I don't need to remind you. You understand and you see the situation. These ones are harder to accept because this is hard to accept that there's going to be something good for you in the future if you just work for it. If you just put your time and like put your faith in yourself and you put your faith in the universe, it'll work out. I know that's like, this is like really heavy and like kind of mean in a way. Like, I don't mean it to be that way, but this is essentially it. This is so much harder to look at. Honestly, the good is so much harder to look at because you don't know if it's actually going to happen or if you're building yourself up to it for it to not happen. No, it will fucking happen. Just wait for it, you know? You just have to work for it. That's the thing. Keep this confidence you have and just manifest it, and then you'll be fine. So that's pretty much it. If you got any questions, let me know. But that's it. That's the reading strength, and that's like pretty good if I'm being honest. I like when the tarot is mean and the tarot tells you what the fuck is up, because you gotta listen. So Giselle, thank you for that. Thank you for your time. Good luck. You'll find it out there. You'll find that love that you want, the love that you'll deserve. It'll just take time. You just gotta keep determined. Cool. Good and well. Good and good. Thank you for that. I forgot how much fun this is. Broski. Oh, I know. I know you're still going on it. Just keep the end bit of the reading to mind in case shit goes down and you're not happy. I also post these on YouTube. Can I have the same deck? 5, please. Cool. And I'm just reading your message here. Cool. Yeah, so I post these on YouTube, so if you want to just like recap it, your reading was around 2 hours. And if you want to listen to that again and like understand how you feel, it's going to be there. Just search up Paper Penguin 17 on YouTube and it's going to be fine. You got this. I believe in you. You can still have fun. Don't matter. Just have fun. Cool. Okay, we're going to close the queue. We're going to end after Broski's. Okay, so Broski, you said, I've really been feeling off with the people who I surround myself with in my life, and would like to know why. Did my best friend betray my trust and told other people my personal secret? I don't typically ask this. Would like to see what the message spirits will allow me to receive. Cool, okay. Let us see what your guide has for you. It's quite a lot. It's quite a lot to feel. I'm sorry you have to feel that way. I'm sorry that, like, you're feeling kind of betrayed by the people that you shouldn't feel betrayed by. There it is, yeah. You're burdened. Overburdened. But also, Rika, yeah, I would like a card pulled, please. That would be really cool. I don't know how we're going to do it, but like if you just want to pull it and tell me in the chat what it says, or post a pic of the card on Discord or something. Whatever you want. You don't have to join a Discord if you don't want to. Again, people do things out of your free will. Don't do things because you feel obligated to. Oh, that's too many. So what we're gonna do here, broski, we're gonna try to figure out. Aw, Jashelle, thanks for the follow. I'll just pull it for you in here, but let's wait until after broski's message. Yeah, we'll do. Thanks, Jashelle. Also, I hope I haven't been saying your name wrong and you're just being polite. If I'm saying your name wrong, remind me. Teach me. Teach me, please. Teach me. Let's change the song. Don't be scared. Here we go, this one. Alright, sorry. I'll turn on the lights for a sec. Give me a sec.
Were you finished?
After this reading. Okay. Okay, Bursky, let's go. When you're ready, let me know. Oh, that made it worse. So yeah, we'll get started when we're ready. Okay, ready? Good. Let's go. Let's do this. Cool. So, Page of Cups, sitting in the past. Page of Cups talks about generosity, working hard to be better. So I kind of guess you know that like there are things in your own right that you are not perfect about. Like, I'm not gonna say you're a shitty person, but you found like the shitty aspects of yourself that you knew that you wanted to change, and you worked hard to change it. Because you hold yourself accountable and you see like you know how to put yourself in a situation where you can, you know, where you understand how you make other people feel, and like how sometimes you've hurt some people and you just want to understand and make yourself better for that, better from that. I mean, it's a good place to be. It's also like understanding your emotions are very like, you kind of like still understanding your emotions and you're still kind of understanding where you can go from it. So that's where that Page of Cups comes from. That fish also comes up as like a miracle. So there are like certain things that you're learning, but everything that you understand is a miracle. Ten of Wands sits in the present, being overburdened and overwhelmed. I think your thoughts are things that's holding you back. You're putting yourself into this position where you're putting too many people's perspectives, too many people's thoughts, and too many people's opinions onto your own mind. And it's making you double think and like kind of get lost in the situation of where you're at, right? So that's what that 10. That 10 is like very, very heavy. I think you just have to focus on what you're thinking of rather than what everyone else is thinking of, because it's just a lot of work. It's a lot of stress, you know? You need to learn how to delegate these problems and these fears by talking to people and alleviating them as soon as they've caused problems for you. Page of Swords. Again, keep a sharp mind against those who are dishonest and prying. So instead of trying to, you know, balance other people's feelings and how other people feel about, you know, confronting them for what they did, you just have to know that no, they did something wrong and you have to talk to them about it. Or you felt like you did wrong and you're gonna talk to them about it because you want to like resolve the situation. Those are the steps that you have to go in the future. That's what it's telling you to be in the future. Remove all these burdens, all of this weight of trying to like make sure that people feel good about themselves or people are talked about fine. When you're the one who's struggling, you should be able to talk about it to these people. You should be able to see if there's anyone who's being dishonest with you and call them out for it. You should feel comfortable enough to tell people, hey, I don't feel stoked about the situation. Like, you're not going to come in through the door, kick the door down and say, you're being a piece of shit, stop being a piece of shit. No. What you're going to do is you're going to, you know, knock on the door. If they let you in, you come in and you talk to them, hey, you know, I haven't been happy about these things that you've been doing. It wasn't cool for you to share whatever the secret that I like told you was. Like, it really fucking sucks that you did that. You know, you're not gonna berate them or be violent against them. You have to like approach it with softness as well, because then it'll just turn into a conflict, and you don't want a conflict. And that's where this Chariot comes from. This Chariot comes from a place of you just wanting to move forward to the next thing. Not with speed, not with power. This is not what I'm feeling here. What I'm feeling here is just moving forward to the next thing. You want to just progress and progress and progress to the next, because you're done feeling tired. You're done carrying these burdens. You're done just holding all of this bullshit up for other people. So you're just wanting to just move on. That's where your mind is. But know that there is rest coming soon. There is rest there. You're able to rest. You don't have to hold these down. You can just drop them and focus on you and focus on your goals, because that's what the Four of Wands is. The Four of Wands, a lot of people read as the 1111 card. They like to see it as a wish come true. Being able to rest, being able to put your feet up. You can do that now. You don't have to hold the burdens of everyone else and try to make sure that everyone's happy. Focus on you and make yourself happy. Put your own feet up. Relax. Let other people deal with how you feel and make them understand how you feel. You don't have to just hide it and keep it from yourself the whole time. That makes so much sense. I tend to overthink and need to think more of myself rather than burdening myself and staying silent about it. Yeah. Like, yes, it's not an easy conversation to have. Telling someone that they fucked up, and especially if it's someone you care about and you don't want to hurt their feelings, it's going to hurt their feelings. Because they probably don't want to, like, hurt you either, you know? And let's, like, go away from this thought that your friends are being a piece of shit and ignoring you. Maybe they just made a mistake and they didn't know. And they just need a reminder they did. They'll feel bad if they're your friend. That's just normal. And you just gotta let them understand that you just have to let them know that, yeah, it's just not how we feeling. This is where we're going. Yeah. Underneath this whole thing is the Queen of Sorrow. Queen of Swords. And it's just putting you in so much, like, stress and so much pain. Like, you don't have to do this. You don't have to suffer or take it on the chin because you think that they can't accept it, you know? It's kind of shitty to them as well, because you have to let them know. Like, you also kind of think that they can't take the criticism, or you can't have the conversation. No, they probably can. That's what you're kind of feeling. Yeah, the Queen of Sorrow. It's only the Queen of Sorrow in this deck, but I've seen it applied in the other decks, so I'm just trying to go with it as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Broski, like, that would not be a nice card. It's not. It's just more of that you feel that you have to deal with everyone's sorrow, and you feel, you know, tired because of having to do it. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much the one. And that's pretty much your reading. It's just knowing that you don't have to take care of everyone. You gotta take care of you. It's a hard thing to do as well. I know, because I can never do that properly. Guys, look, tarot readers ain't perfect. We just tell messages. It's not like we follow through on our own messages at times. It's hard for us. So we understand that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Guys, we're going to end it. End the streamer. Thank you everyone for being here and hanging out. I really appreciate that. Let's get on to a raid. Let us raid. Guidance, pick a pile. Thank you so much for reading. No, thanks for your time, broski. I really appreciate you taking the time. I will have a good night. I hope everyone has a good night and has a good sleep. Let's see the vibe, people. I'll shuffle for you while you're setting up the raid. Okay, thank you. Let me know what the card is. You can tell me when to stop. Stop. Unless you haven't started. And if you haven't started, just wait like maybe 10 seconds. Shuffle for like 10 seconds and then stop. Bum bum ba dum bum 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 bum. Lily of the Valley, happiness is found with your purpose. Oof. That hits a bit home. That hits quite, yeah. That's a good one. See, that's a good one because I've been wanting to just stream a bit more, and I know streaming makes me happy, so I gotta continue and put the work into it, you know what I'm saying? Also, this keeps... There we go. Thank you, team. We're gonna raid Tara Sombrero. She's great. Hold on. Let's just find her account. Oh my god, how do I spell your name? Thank you for the lovely stream. It's nice meeting you. Thank you, Rika. I really appreciate that. Oh, thanks for the follow. I'll catch you on your streams when you start streaming again. But yes, people who want to join in, let's go into Tara Sombrero's stream. She's doing a pick a card reading, I think. Wait, no, she's doing a pick a pile. So that should be fun. The Resonating Path. Hi, thanks for this. Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. Everyone else, I hope you guys have a very lovely night. Oh, and yeah, sorry. I don't know if it's something you need to hear, but they're nice messages. It is something I needed to hear. The Lily of the Valley is something that I definitely needed to hear. Thank you. Alright. Alright, you lovely people. Let's just shut off my music for a sec. Let's go say hi. Send some love. And yeah, I'll see you next week. Same time next week for the tarot. And probably sometime in the weekend we're gonna finish up Indigo Prophecies. Okay. Stay safe, stay well. Continue to be patient with yourself and to love yourself. And honestly, just treat yourself. One of the readings mentioned that you needed to treat yourself, so treat yourself. Okay, go say hi. Thank you so much. Goodbye.